what Jews need to know about Ukrainians. And what Ukrainians need to know about the Jews is basically one and the same thing, the same set of ideas. Ignorance makes people similar, but turn them into enemies. Knowledge makes people different, but brings them together for a conversation. Jews and Ukrainians is an attempt to overcome mutual ignorance, provide some basic knowledge, and bring Jews and Ukrainians together for a conversation. Not only does the book tell Jews about Ukrainians and Ukrainians about Jews, it tells Jews about Jews and Ukrainians about Ukrainians. But why do Jews and Ukrainians need all that? Because representatives of both people know as little about themselves as they know about the other. The ignorance on both sides is astounding. Jews do not know that Ukraine was home to great rabbinic scholars, Hebrew and Yiddish writers, and major Jewish thinkers and politicians, to ideas and concepts that govern Jewish life to the present day. Ukrainians do not know that Jews made Ukrainian villages into towns and towns into cities, developed the Ukrainian market economy, and inspired key Ukrainian thinkers to think differently about Ukraine. In addition, both Ukrainians and Jews are ignorant of the fact that Jews and Ukrainians in Odessa are cosmopolitan, in Kryvyi Rih and Dnipro, business-oriented, in Donetsk and Luhansk, Russia-oriented, and in central and western Ukraine they celebrate Ukrainian-oriented cultural identities. Ukrainians do not know that Ivan Dzyuba was actually inspired by Zeev Jabotinsky and read his articles. Jews do not know that Nathan Birnbaum, the guy who invented the word Zionism, was inspired by the Galician movement of Ruthenian revival. Ukrainians do not realize that Jesus was Jewish. Jews do not realize that Tevye the milkman was Ukrainian. Jews ignorant of their own history and culture look and sound very similar to Ukrainians who are ignorant of their own culture and history. The person who says that Ukrainians were killing Jews during World War II is as ignorant as the person who says that Jews brought communism to Ukraine. Both statements prey on reductionism and generalization. Of course, there were individual members of the Ukrainian auxiliary police together with Hungarians, Romanians, Poles, and Russians. There were many communists of Jewish descent active in Ukraine together with communist Russians, Georgians, Poles, Germans, and Ukrainians active in Ukraine at the same time. But one cannot take several individuals for an entire people. That would be too easy and comforting. Knowledge starts when people ask questions to avoid easy, comforting, and simplified answers.